Welcome to County Magazine, a chance to find out what's new across Fairfax County. I'm Brian Ashby. On this edition, discover how the Department of Family Services connects employers with job seekers. Celebrate our newest citizen neighbors at a naturalization ceremony, and learn how you can befriend a child in need in Fairfax County. Plus, get an inside look at our Emergency Operations Center during a major disaster response training exercise. Finding top talent to fill job positions can be a struggle for businesses, no matter what the size. And that's why the Fairfax County Department of Family Services created the Employer Engagement Team. Its main mission? To offer resources and support that match qualified job seekers with the right employment opportunities. Here's more.
The main focus of the Employer Engagement Team is to connect talent with employment opportunities. We don't just send resumes to employers. We make sure that we fine-tune those job seekers and make sure they're prepared before we make those referrals over to the employers. I would say one of the most popular services that we offer is the ability to have job fairs or hiring events for employers. There's usually a cost associated with that when an employer is trying to put on that type of event. But for us, it's no cost to the employer, completely free. The format for our job fairs look different depending on the need of the employer. It could be an employer who just wants to have a job fair and collect resumes and talk to job seekers, all the way to employers that might want to do on-the-spot interviewing and then offer on-the-spot hiring letters if they decide they want to move forward with the people. So it just depends on what the need is of the employer, and our team is very flexible to help meet that need.
This is a great partnership between us and Fairfax County. It's very easy. They provide the venue, job seekers, and everybody should do it. So the benefit of job seekers who come to this job fair is that we actually help them apply online within USA Jobs. Then they get interviewed, and then we call our references. This is a one-stop shop job seeking opportunity. At the end of the day, they will get job offer.
It was a very easy and ongoing process, fast, and everything was very clear. All the process were scheduled, and it was a very interesting way to get an interview and actually get a job offer.
Another one of the services that we offer is our employment centers. And we have staff here at all times. They help individuals with applying for jobs, putting together their resumes.
Our employment centers are open to all job seekers. Job seekers with various work experience, demographics, and all the education levels are welcome at our centers. These job seekers benefit from a lot of different services to support their success, and by the time they are referred to an employer by the Employer Engagement Team, they are trained, qualified, and ready to work for you.
So employers can expect job seekers who seek our services at our employment centers to get tailored help from our career service specialists who have a wealth of knowledge and expertise in helping customers with their job search and resumes and interview preparation to make sure that they find an opportunity that fits them, and also that the employer will increase their chances of having a candidate that really meets their needs and has the competencies that they're looking for. We're here to meet that need and facilitate that bridge between the job seeker and the employer.
Another one of our services that we offer are work-based learning opportunities. And one of them is a WEX, or a work experience. And that's essentially where an employer gets to take on a volunteer for 10 to 12 weeks. We actually pay the job seeker's stipend. Another work-based learning opportunity we have is a on-the-job training, or OJT. And that's where the employer actually hires the participant, and we will pay half of their wages, up to $5,000.
So the trades in general have been very hard to recruit into over the last several years. Having somebody like the business service come to us with candidates who are interested in this has really made it very easy for us. They had the pool of candidates. They did some pre-screening. They sent the candidates, assisted in setting up the interviews. Their follow-through, their follow-up was fantastic. Start to end, it's just been great.
AutoStop is like a family. They really welcomed me in. I got really hands-on experience, and now I'm a full-time employee.
I want to say to the employer that keep in mind that this is going to be an ongoing partnership. So even though you might not find anyone at a job fair today, doesn't mean that someone doesn't come to our employment center next week who will be a great fit. And also, if you do hire someone, we want you to keep in mind that we're still here, that maybe 3 or 4 months from now, you maybe want to hire another person. So an ongoing relationship is our goal with employers. Altogether, everything that we do, it helps make sure that you're getting a vetted and qualified worker that has worked with one of our case managers, and also it will reduce the impact on your bottom line. If you do have any questions, you can always go to our website and contact us.
July is a time that invites us to be our most patriotic selves, when we celebrate our independence as a nation and the values that bind us as a people. So we thought we'd invite you along to a naturalization ceremony at the Pohick Regional Library, where the county welcomes people from all over the world as they become American citizens. Check it out.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
We're here today at the Pohick Regional Library for the United States naturalization ceremony. I was talking about different ways we could partner and use the library more fully and effectively to serve the community. And it made sense to me because the mission, just our mission here as a cornerstone of the community, of a place that welcomes all and really is excited about that we would welcome a diversity of people that would come in and interact with each other and get to know each other, just a place full of stories.
Candidates, this is the moment that you have been waiting for. When you hear your country of nationality call, please stand and remain standing.
We started planning this in October of 2024 and had to have everything lined up with the United States Immigration Services. So it's been in the works for a while.
Candidates for naturalization, according to INA 337, this is the very last step of you becoming a United States citizen. So we're going to repeat the oath after me.
So the Immigration Services has been great to work with. Oh my goodness gracious. They are so organized and they really run the show. So we basically make sure we're complying with what they ask for. We recommend speakers, we recommend the person who sings the national anthem. We can recommend different things to the service, but it's pretty lined out already, you know, the way it works.
Congratulations on becoming naturalized citizens of the United States of America. Your hard work, study, and patience is about to become realized.
Take this obligation freely, without any mental reservation or purpose of evasion. So help me God. Woo! Congratulations. You are America's new citizens. Another round of applause.
You learn from proximity, and that learning and building empathy among each other, I think, is really what we do as a big picture, a country at our best, and then what we should be about locally.
I'm very happy. I can say the word that I'm so happy than ever, to be a U.S. citizen.
For over 40 years, the Befriend a Child mentoring program has provided companionship, guidance, and support to children who have been abused or neglected. Recently, the program's mentors, children, and their families came together at Burke Lake Park for a day of food, fun, and activities to celebrate the end of the school year and the start of new friendships.
Today we're at Burke Lake Park and we are hosting our annual spring gathering where our mentors, their mentees, and the mentees' families get to come for a day of fun, food, and lots of raffles as a way to just connect and unwind with the school year coming to a close. The Befriended Child Mentoring Program supports kids age 5 to 12 who have experienced some trauma in their life, and we've partnered them with mentors who come from all different walks of life in the community. They usually meet with their mentors one-on-one, but today this is one of our larger group outings where they get to spend time with each other, connect with other mentors and mentees in the program, and they also get to spend some time with the mentees' family as well.
And ultimately, I just think it's the social interaction with the other children that's going to be the most beneficial for them, rather than being at school and having to deal with school. No, they get to come to these programs with like-minded children who have similar experiences, age groups, and just have fun.
The families that have joined us today are in for a real treat. We've partnered with Sweet Promises Canvas, kind of a mini sip and paint, if you will, minus the sip. And then we've also partnered with Baruti Soccer, who's going to host a mini soccer clinic for the kids in attendance. And Magnum Exotics is going to be allowing the kids to spend some time with some exotic animals.
Gucci, Gucci, go. Gucci, Gucci, go.
We've all had periods in our lives where we really needed somebody to stand beside us and kind of just encourage us and pour into us. And so it really is a partnership between the county, the volunteers in the community, and the parents in the community who, you know, can't be everywhere at once. And so we identify volunteer mentors who will spend some one-on-one time with the kids, allowing them to process challenging situations, and they get to do fun things and also build their social skills from connecting with other kids in the community.
If you're looking to make a change in any child's life, this is a great opportunity if you can provide patience and be continuously engaged in their lives.
Civil disorder, large groups of people mobilized by political protest, ideological conflict, or social grievance. Civil disorder can be a dangerous condition that can become increasingly chaotic and volatile, but you can weather the storm with these tips. If civil disorder erupts in your community, stay away from the area and shelter in place. Shelter in place means taking refuge in an interior room with no or few windows. While you shelter in place, stay up to the moment with Fairfax alerts and local media reports. Map out emergency exit routes in case your area is evacuated. When public safety services arrive, comply with all law enforcement directives and remain alert to any curfews in your area. A curfew is an order from public safety requiring residents to remain indoors between specified hours, typically at night.
To remain indoors. Again, a curfew is in effect from 7
After the civil disorder, check the area to make sure it's safe, and check personal property for damage. No one knows if or when civil disorder will erupt, but if it does, you can be prepared. Download the Community Emergency Response Guide from your Department of Emergency Management and Security, and be prepared for all hazards in Fairfax County.
In Fairfax County, we are proud to live in one of the safest jurisdictions of our size. But even here, the worst can still happen. When disaster strikes, we are lucky to have the Department of Emergency Management and Security primed and ready to assist county residents through all stages of large-scale emergency events. Now, how do they stay so ready? Well, take a look.
I received a call from Unified Command, and they said we will not need to stand up a shelter.
We're in the Fairfax County Emergency Operations Center. Every year we do a countywide exercise. So today we're doing an exercise with all of our partners. We use this as a preparation for real world events.
97 freight cars total, each carrying ethanol. Each one had 30,000 gallons of ethanol.
Okay, just make sure that gets in here.
We're simulating a train derailment with a hazardous material spill and evacuation from an area.
The Training and Exercise Division has been working over the past year to put together this exercise. So we've completed the first 3 days, and today is the last day, which is the functional EOC exercise. We put together a plan.
And this is how big it is. Then we can let planning know so GIS can add it in the maps.
We update it, we want to train on it, and then exercise it. And so from here, we'll kind of get some strengths and areas for improvement on our plans. So the next step will be going back and updating these plans from what we learned in today's exercise.
Yes. The biggest takeaway today here is to see all the moving parts of an incident response, from the notifications to the assembly of the teams, to the response time, the messaging that goes out, whether it be in the public or internal, and just how many people it takes to really respond to an incident and get to a point of recovery for an incident.
Hopefully they'll get a better understanding of how the Emergency Operations Center works in the county. They'll feel more comfortable in their roles within their EOC section.
People of Fairfax County rely upon the county for these types of services.
Work on that, and 5 of those cars of the 8 passenger cars derailed.
We use this as both a training opportunity, but also a learning opportunity. So what we'll do from today is we'll take all the information, we'll put together what's called an after action report, and from that we'll identify recommendations to improve our response over time. You can go to our website, which is under Fairfax County Government. You can search emergency management. We have information there. We also have Ready Fairfax, which is our website, and we have a lot of information there about personal preparedness. And then we also have our Community Emergency Response Guide, which will identify what people can do before, during, and after any type of natural or man-made event.
So that's going to do it for this edition of County Magazine. Thanks for joining me. Remember, there are countless ways to get involved in your community this summer and make Fairfax County an even better place to live, work, play, and learn. I'm Brian Ashby, and we'll see you next time on County Magazine.